Hey guys, Nicholas Poquello here, back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing a haul video. It's not just going to be any haul video that you all know, it's going to be a birthday haul. This is a late birthday haul video. I've been wanting to do a birthday haul video for quite some time, but unfortunately, because I recently just started classes again, I had to put this video on hold. But now that I'm here, I'm going to be showing you about things that I got for my birthday. And things I got from my trip to Rose City Comic Con. About 2 weeks ago it was my birthday, and yeah, around September it was my birthday. So since I haven't really done any birthday videos, mainly because I am pretty busy with classes, I'm going to be doing a birthday haul video on things from what I got from Rose City Comic Con and for my birthday. So without further ado, let's get to the video, shall we? So first off, for what I got from Rose City Comic Con is I got this Trunks figure that I got from the figures that they were selling at Rose City Comic Con. I haven't really opened this yet, but from what I've seen from the details of the box over here, it looks pretty cool. It looks absolutely outstanding. Let's take a look at the rest of the box. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it definitely does look cool, and I think this is a Trunks figure I would definitely like to keep for my shelf. Trunks is by far one of my favorite characters from Dragon Ball. He's absolutely by far my favorite character of all. And seeing this figure, I definitely really wanted to get this figure since it shows Trunks as a Super Saiyan with his sword, about how he's defeating Mecha Frieza, and basically, yeah. And then, of course, I have Gon from Hunter x Hunter. This Gon looks really incredible. He looks pretty cool, at least from the details of the box and from what I've seen from the counter. But, yeah. I haven't been able to open this yet, but, yeah. And then, of course, for what I have here, another figure is none other than Kurabara from Yu Yu Hakusho. Yep, this is Kurabara from Yu Yu Hakusho. Now, for those of you who do not know, Yu Yu Hakusho is by far one of my favorite animes of all time. It is by far my favorite anime of all time. Well, alongside with Cowboy Bebop is my favorite anime of all time. It's the first favorite anime of all time, of course. It's like #1. Alongside with Dragon Ball Z and, of course, Yu Yu Hakusho. But yeah, I really like Kurabara. He's one of my favorite characters from Yu Yu Hakusho, and seeing his figure here and with his fire sword, it was absolutely pretty cool, and I actually got this for $20, I believe. But yeah, it's overall pretty cool. I can't wait to open this Kurabara figure. This is the only Yu Yu Hakusho figure that I could find at a convention, but yeah, I can't wait to open this one. And I also have a Naruto poster. Hold on, let me unwrap this up. It's a little crinkled because I haven't really opened this yet, but yeah, this is a Naruto poster that I have here. I'm definitely going to put this in my bedroom, so yeah. And of course, I wanted to show some autographs I got from one of my favorite voice actors, and basically, yeah, here is this one that I would want to share, as this is by far my favorite autograph that I got from my favorite voice actor, and that is none other than Steve Blum himself, the voice of Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop. Just a humble bounty hunter, man. But yeah, overall, I really like this autograph, and I really like about how he signed it. Bang. Overall, just pretty cool. I actually got to meet Steve Blum at Rose City Comic Con, and he just seems like a pretty nice guy. And I even got a picture with him and my brother, which that was pretty cool. Having me and my brother getting a picture with Steve Blum, that was overall pretty cool. And of course, I also got this autograph from Eric Vale, the voice of Trunks, the voice of Future Trunks specifically. I did get a chance to meet Eric Vale, the voice of Trunks, and I absolutely just really love this one. it says hope, because Trunks, you know, he never gives up hope. And I overall just really like talking to Eric. He was a pretty nice guy. He just seemed like a pretty nice guy in general, and I really like about how he signed my autograph. That was pretty cool. And I also got another autograph from the cast of Jujutsu Kaisen. I got this autograph from Kaji Tang, the voice of Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. I know it's a little bit, it's a little bit missing, but yeah, I guess it's because of the rain. Well, it's not missing, of course, but yeah, it is overall pretty. It's overall really pretty cool autograph, and I really like meeting Kaji Tang. He seemed like a pretty nice guy, and he was absolutely pretty. He was absolutely pretty nice, and basically, yeah, and I would thank him for this autograph. So thank you, Kaji Tang, for signing my autograph of Gojo. Then, of course, I have this autograph from the voice of Nobara from Jujutsu Kaisen, and Yatko. She was pretty nice. She was pretty sweet. I overall really liked talking to her, and I really like this autograph that she gave me. If you guys can read it. Sorry for the light. But yeah, that was overall pretty cool, and I overall just really like this autograph. This is very cool. So thank you, Ann Yatko, the voice of Nobara from Jujutsu Kaisen. Alright, so I have some movie posters here that I got from Rose City Comic Con. Like, I have Aliens, one of my old-time favorite horror and sci-fi films to date. It's one of my favorite horror and sci-fi films in general. Absolutely wonderful. Brilliantly directed by James Cameron. And yeah, one of my favorite movies from James Cameron. And of course, I also have Trigun Badlands Rumble. Absolutely wonderful movie. I've seen the movie a bit, and I remember I had a fun time watching it. But yeah. And Deadpool. And one of my all-time favorite anime movies to date, Akira. I also realized I have some more anime figures here. Like, I have this Luffy figure that I got. But yeah, I haven't opened this yet. Then I have this Sasuke figure that I have. Sasuke is by far one of my favorite characters in Naruto, and he's by far one of my favorite characters in general. Not because he's voiced by Yuri Lowenthal in the English dub, but because of how developed his character is. And yeah, he and Naruto did start off as rivals, and he did start off a bit as a villain, but eventually he sees the errors of his ways and eventually joins the good side and fights alongside with Naruto, and basically, yeah, and even becomes a dad at some point, and he and Sakura would later have a daughter. If you see Boruto The Next Generation, I've seen Boruto The Next Generation. It's not as bad as everyone says it is, but then again, yeah, it's not perfect by any means. Then I have this Vegeta figure here that I got. Of course, you know Vegeta, one of my all-time favorite characters and one of the most well-developed Dragon Ball characters that I've seen. And yeah. Yeah, you see that. And I have these two Deku figures over here. I have these Deku figures here I got. I'm gonna focus on the first one first. And I have this one over here. Yeah. Pretty cool. And now, let's get on with the comic books. And of course, I have the comic books. Like, I have this. I got this comic for free at Rose City Comic Con from a library, I believe, in Seattle, but I'm not sure. I don't really know. This one the same as well. And I have two other interesting comics. Like, I have X-Men issue 123, Arcade's Murder World. Yep, Arcade's Murder World. Arcade's Murder World. Featuring Spider-Man over here. If you see that. Yep. I am definitely going to read this. Definitely going to read this. I'm putting this in my comic book collection. Yep. I'm gonna put that one over here. And of course I have Spawn issue 8. It has a very similar style to the Spider-Man coverage that Todd McFarlane has done. You know Todd McFarlane, he's the creator of Spawn. You know, before creating Spawn, he has done artwork for Marvel and DC. And look what he has done here. It's pretty cool art. It is well drawn. I just overall really love this, and I got this for a really good price for about $5, I believe. And yeah, I'm sorry if you hear the noise. That was actually my dog barking. And of course I have some Blu-rays here, and first up what I got in my Blu-ray collection is I have Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse on Blu-ray. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is by far one of the best films of 2022, and is by far one of my favorite animated films of all time. It's really good. It's overall just really great. I absolutely just really love it. There are some plot holes here and there, but hey, it's overall just a really enjoyable movie, and I absolutely just really love it. I just really liked about how they did a really good job with exploring of Miles' character a lot more in the movie than how it was in Into the Spider-Verse, and what it means for him to be Spider-Man. I also really like Miguel O'Hara's character as well. Miguel O'Hara, aka Spider-Man 2099. I really wish that he wasn't being portrayed as a villain, as people have seemed to paint him most of a villain, but yeah, he is more of an antagonist. However, I really wish we could have gotten a little bit more deeper with his character, although I do hope that we can get more of his character in the third film. And basically, yeah, but overall, it's still a really great movie, and it's still enjoyable. One of the best movies of 2021, and my top 5 favorite movie of 2021. Well, one of the top 10s. Well, not like top 10, but like somewhere around in the middle, but yeah. And of course I have Asteroid City on Blu-ray. I haven't been able to see this yet. I heard some really interesting things about it, but I haven't really been seeing this. But I know this was directed by Wes Anderson. You know, he is one of the directors behind most of his famous films. I remember him from directing on the film like Fantastic Mr. Fox and that dog movie, Isle of the Dogs, I believe. But yeah, I can't wait to watch this, and it still feels like a really interesting movie. I cannot wait to see it. And of course I have Resident Evil Death Island. Yeah, as you all know, I love Resident Evil. Resident Evil is by far one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. It is my favorite video game franchises of all time that I've ever played when I was a teenager back in high school. And now as an adult, I still play Resident Evil. So yeah, this was an absolute, I haven't been able to see this movie yet. I heard some interesting things about it. I've seen the previews, and I've seen some things about it, but I haven't been able to see this one yet. But from what I heard, it's a continuation from Resident Evil 3, and I think this takes place during the events of Resident Evil 4. But then again, I'm not sure, because I'm not very good in keeping contact with the continuity, so yeah. But I can't wait to watch this, and I can't wait to see how good this is, because it has like the same designs from the first, no wait. Not the first, sorry about that. It has like the same designs from Resident Evil 2, 3, and the 4 remakes. And basically, yeah. I don't have the Resident Evil 4 remake yet, but I'm hoping to get it soon. And then, of course, I have... Give me 1 second here. I have Transformers Rise of the Beasts. By far one of my favorite movies of 2023, and one of my favorite movies of all time now. So yeah, it's absolutely pretty wonderful. I absolutely just really love it. It's enjoyable. It has some really great character development. It has some really great character arcs, and the story is just overall pretty good. And I think it's a lot more better than Bumblebee. Not to say that Bumblebee was bad. I thought Bumblebee was overall pretty good, but I at least enjoyed this a little bit more. And yeah, it's more enjoyable, and it still is enjoyable. It still is pretty good, and basically, yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. And I also have My Hero Academia 2 Heroes Mission. No wait, World Heroes Mission. Sorry about that. World Heroes Mission. I haven't been able to see this, sadly. I really wish I would have gotten to see this, but yeah. But after hearing some good things about this movie, I decided to pick it up, and I got it to pick it up. I have the other 2 My Hero Academia films, but I do not have this. This is overall just, this overall seems pretty interesting. I cannot wait to watch this. And of course, we have another movie over here, another anime film, Your Name, on Blu-ray. Interesting, and this is overall pretty perfect. I haven't been able to see this in theaters, sadly. I wish, but yeah, high school me was a little busy with other things. Or I think it was middle school me, because I think it was released back in 2016, but I'm not sure. So yeah. But anyways, I've heard about this movie from some really good critics, and I haven't been able to see this movie in theater, sadly. But that wasn't until when I got that wasn't until when I found this at Barnes and Nobles, and I managed to get this on Blu-ray. And yeah. And of course, I also have some other ones here. Like, I have Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex Season 2 on Blu-ray. And I also have Lonely Castle in the Mirror. Short Piece, which is filled with short anime films. I got this recommendation from Chris Stuckman after watching his anime Blu-ray video collection, which I am going to be doing an anime Blu-ray collection video someday when I get enough anime Blu-rays to collect. But this, I managed to get this, and it seems pretty interesting, and I can't wait to watch it. And I also got one of my favorite Studio Ghibli movies of all time, and one of my favorite animated films and favorite movies in general, The Wind Rises. Absolutely wonderful. I cry in this movie. Prepare yourself to cry, because the ending alone will definitely make you cry. And let me see, what else do we have here? Oh yeah, I also have Everything Everywhere All at Once on Blu-ray, on 4K Blu-ray. Absolutely wonderful, really great. Sadly, I did not have a chance to see this movie in theaters. I really wish I would have the chance to see this movie in theaters. I mean, it won 11 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, and Best Supporting Actress. Absolutely wonderful. It's outstanding. And I can't wait to rewatch this movie again. And I also have The Venture Brothers' Raiden is the Blood of the Baboon Heart. A really good movie, and one of the best movies I've seen in 2022, and probably my #1 favorite movie, because it is a great conclusion to The Venture Brothers, and is a great conclusion to the series. This is supposed to be like the series finale to The Venture Brothers. Now, for those of you who do not know, The Venture Brothers is one of my all-time favorite shows to date. What started off as a parody of Johnny Quest, it turns into like its own, it turns into like its own thing, and expands more of the lore of the Venture Brothers, with parodying Hanna-Barbera cartoons with a touch of G.I. Joe and a touch of Marvel and DC characters and so many others. But yeah, this movie is overall a really great conclusion to the series, and I just absolutely really love it. I also really love the poster inside of it. This is absolutely wonderful. When you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend that you give this movie a watch. Go see it. It's amazing. I know that there were some things that I really wish that they could have done better with the movie, but hey, I'm glad with what we got anyways. And then again, never underestimate the Venture Brothers. And I also have Ultraman vs. Red King on the Blu-ray. It's only $13. Can you believe it? And I have Prey on 4K Blu-ray. I managed to get this at Best Buy. Prey is overall one of my favorite movies of last year, and it's one of my favorite movies to date. Absolutely wonderful. I've overall just really loved this movie. It's overall pretty good, and I can't wait to rewatch this again, since I love collecting physical media, and I also love to collect my Predator film collection. And yeah, it's overall a really great prequel to Predator, and it brought back the Predator franchise back to its glory, and basically back to its roots, and basically they overall did a really amazing job with it. Oh yeah, and that reminds me, I also have Sword of the Stranger on Blu-ray. Pretty underrated from what I heard, and this is one of the underrated films that I'm going to definitely review on my underrated film review lists and everything like that. This is going to come up pretty soon for me to talk about the most underrated film reviews. This is a pretty rare Bandai release, not too rare, at least according to Chris Stuckman from his anime Blu-ray collection. Again, I'm going to do an anime Blu-ray collection someday, and that video will come up pretty soon whenever I have enough to collect for anime Blu-rays, and basically, yeah. And how can I forget my greatest gems? Trigun, the entire series on DVD. Absolutely wonderful. I overall just absolutely really love the series. It is absolutely pretty cool. It is pretty amazing. I remember seeing this show when it was airing on Adult Swim alongside with Cowboy Bebop, and I remember seeing this sci-fi western anime alongside with Cowboy Bebop and Outlaw Star. It was absolutely pretty wonderful. I forgot about how good this show really is, and I almost forgot that how good of a performance that Johnny Youngbosch puts into the English dub. The English dub, while it is a bit cheesy, yes, it still holds up well to this day, despite how cheesy it is. And plus, this was also Johnny Youngbosch's first role after Power Rangers, if you guys didn't know. Yeah, this was his first role after Power Rangers. This was like his second major role after Power Rangers, and this was his first voice acting role after leaving Power Rangers. And yeah, it's a pretty great series. I am also aware of Trigun Stampede, in which I will do a review about that at some point in the near future. And of course, I have The Namesake on Blu-ray. One of the best indie films I've ever seen, and one of my favorite indie films ever. I remember seeing this last year back in my classroom when we were just watching this for an essay. I remember we had a fun time watching it. Pretty great movie. Absolutely wonderful. I absolutely really enjoy it. It's an intriguing film. Absolutely enjoyable. And I cannot wait to do a video essay, breakdown, and underrated film review on this one. And I also have Dragon Ball Z Kai Season 2 on Blu-ray. Yep, I'm trying to easily collect more of the Blu-rays of Dragon Ball Z Kai on Blu-ray. And basically, yeah, because I'm a bit of a completionist when it comes to certain franchises. Not just Marvel with the MCU, and also Star Wars or Indiana Jones, the View Askew films, the Studio Ghibli movies, and Transformers films, and of course Dragon Ball Z and other anime collections like My Hero Academia, Naruto, and Yu Yu Hakusho, and Cowboy Bebop, and so many others. And yeah, then of course I also have Panty and Stocking. By far one of the most insane animes out there. Absolutely insane, but overall pretty good. It's by far a really great series, and I also heard that Panty and Stocking is currently getting renewed for a second season as the time of this recording. But yeah, it's one of the most insane animes I've ever seen. In this anime was made by Studio Gainax, and then later employees of Gainax would leave Studio Gainax to form Studio Trigger, which will work on shows like Kill la Kill and Little Witch Academia and Space Patrol Luluco and so many others. But yeah, overall, this is a pretty fun series that, from what I heard, it's overall pretty fun. Haven't seen this, I definitely recommend to give it a watch. However, be prepared to watch some dirty and dark humor into it, because this has a lot of dark humor into it and a lot of dirty jokes. And how can I forget this? Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra on Blu-ray. Avatar: The Last Airbender is a classic, absolute classic. It is by far one of my favorite shows ever made, and one of my favorite anime shows out there. I remember seeing it as a kid on Nickelodeon, and I remember people telling how good it is, and I decided to give the show another rewatch since it's been a while since I've actually seen it as a kid. I remember seeing this alongside with SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents, and Danny Phantom, etc. This show is absolutely pretty wonderful, and I overall just really love it. The Legend of Korra. From what I heard, it's nowhere near as good as Avatar: The Last Airbender, but I'm willing to give it a chance. And it's been a while since I've actually seen The Legend of Korra. I remember to think to myself that it was actually good. I remember watching it as a kid, alongside with watching reruns of SpongeBob and reruns of Fairly Odd Parents and reruns of Penguins of Madagascar on Nickelodeon. But yeah, I can't wait to rewatch The Legend of Korra, and hopefully I can try to do a video essay on it whenever I have the time. But yeah, right now I'm currently trying to figure out a video essay on Dragon Ball Super and my defense of it and my critical point of view of it, and basically, yeah, a special surprise here. Yep, some packages I haven't opened up yet, and I can't wait to open this up. One for what I got for these special packages is I have Trigun Badlands on Blu-ray. Easily one of my favorite anime films ever, and one of the great continuations of Trigun. Absolutely pretty wonderful, and I can't wait to rewatch this again since it's actually been a while since I've seen it. I haven't seen this one in theaters. I remember seeing it on YouTube, but not in theaters. But yeah, I think this is going to be pretty amazing for me to rewatch again and revisit and I cannot wait when I rewatch this movie again, now on Blu-ray. And of course, I've got one of the most biggest surprises out there. I have Kill la Kill on Blu-ray. I have the entirety of the series on Blu-ray, because why not? I absolutely really love the series. It is by far one of the best animes I've seen, and one of the best animes produced by Studio Trigger. Absolutely pretty wonderful. It is absolutely enjoyable. I cannot wait to rewatch this show again, and basically, yeah, I remember hearing about this from a lot of anime reviewers saying that it was one of the best shows, and never actually watching the show. I was actually interested to see what the show was about, and I watched the show out of curiosity, and I just realized how good that the show really was. And yeah, I overall just can't wait to watch this show. I can't wait to watch this. And finally, I have the Cowboy Bebop 25th Anniversary Edition. Overall, pretty cool. I just really loved this box. I really wanted to get this at some point. I didn't really have a chance to get it. That wasn't until when I got it about like a couple of weeks back, before my birthday. And yeah, I got this finally, and I can't wait to watch this. I cannot, well, not watch this. I cannot wait to put this in my collection, is what I meant to say. But yeah, I cannot wait to put this in my collection, and yeah, I just cannot wait. It looks pretty cool. Look at that. Yeah. And one more thing before I go, I also have Shaman King. I have like the original Shaman King Shonen Jump manga over here, which is pretty cool, and it's really fun to get to. I remember reading this at the library growing up, and I even remember watching Shaman King growing up, and Shaman King is by far one of my favorite animes of all time after rewatching the series again. And basically, yeah, and I'm glad that I got this one. Yeah, and from what I heard that this is out of print, but I'm glad I got this one. So yeah, and that's about it. That's all for the birthday haul video, guys. Anyways, leave your thoughts in the leave a like, subscribe, share, and comment, and please leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'm Nicholas Pajuelo. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.